don't know, Patrick. Should we open this one? Don't give me, Patrick. Okay. It's a little pricey, but the wine's so good, and I know you're interested in trying it, Patrick. We'll open it. Come on. Let's. We're sad. We're very frugal here. We're very practical. We don't open a lot of fancy bottles. Surprisingly, right? We're not like those, kind of wanky Instagram knobs just taking pictures of Romanée-Conti and Costerie all the time and telling people what a great life they're having while their actual real life is in complete and utter disrepair and disarray. But putting that picture of Costerie up there sure makes them feel good, right? It makes you feel inferior, doesn't it? Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that here. We're normal and human. So when we are opening a $70 bottle of wine, it's got to be really friggin' special, right? So this is one of the most special premium wines that we have in the store. And the story is an intense one, so I'll try to be brief, but there's a little bit to cover. So Pepe Mendoza. First of all, for you folks that deal with our 12 under 12 section on the front of the website, you've seen a wine there for years called Tremenda from Enrique Mendoza. Well, Pepe was the winemaker for Tremenda. He made this wonderful Monastrell from the southeastern part of Spain. Now, that wine was terrific. Sold hundreds and hundreds of cases of it. But there was more. There was more to be had. And we were really fortunate to taste this. A very small friend importer brought this into us, knowing that we have a flair for selling super cool Spanish wines, and we were absolutely blown away. This is Pepe Mendoza's big time project. Here, Patrick, I know you want, come on. Here, glass, yes, thank you. You want some of this. Okay, yeah, you should. So this is Pepe Mendoza's artisanal project, Casa Agrícola. Now, here he's dealing with a couple different varieties. You may have seen the email that we did a few weeks back on his wine called El Veneno, the Poison, which some of our fine Spanish-speaking customers have let us know that is a horrible name, the Poison. But it's all tongue-in-cheek and everything, and no, you won't really die from drinking it, but maybe there are some people not buying it because they are literally concerned about the name. This wine's not called the Poison. This wine's called Fierroca, Iron and Rocks. Now, that wine was Old Vine Monastrell from higher elevations. This wine is a completely different creature. Now, work with me on this. There's many different clones of Grenache. The Grenache grape, the famed wine of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, is based on Grenache. But in Spain, we have other clones of Grenache. For example, the Garnacha Peluda, the hairy Garnacha, which is has the hairy leaves underneath and the little bristles on the leaves underneath, that wine's distinctive on its own. This one is a particular old clone of Garnacha called Giro, or Giro, and it is grown mainly in this area near Valencia, in what we call Mediterranean Spain. The term for this now is Mediterranean Spain. That's, getting a bit of run and getting play right now. Now, you're thinking, all right, we got 75-year-old vine Grenache of this super unique clone in the southeast of Spain. It's super hot, it's super intense. This is gonna be like a big, jammy, kind of almost like porty, Châteauneuf style wine, and no way, Jose, quite the opposite, right, Patrick? Yeah, this is a different bird. I guess that's why we have to open this. Think if like Châteauneuf and like a kick-ass Bierzo Raúl Pérez had a baby. Like take really brilliant Châteauneuf, particularly like the northern sector of Châteauneuf, the cooler part, and combine it with great like old vine Mencia. And that's what this particular clone of Grenache manifests at in these higher elevation vineyards. 75-year-old vineyard, teeny tiny vineyard. And what he coaxes from this vineyard is something completely different and remarkable, something like I've never had before. And it's remarkable because it's not pudding. I mean, this isn't remarkable, oh, it's huge, whoa, look at this thing, man, it's blowing my mind. Which that's fun too. I love those wines. I love big Châteauneufs, I love Australian wines, but this is remarkable for a different reason. This is all the elements and nuance of Grenache, but like in this Pinot Noir meets Mencia type frame, which is completely, I've never tasted anything like it before. And we taste 5,000-6,000 wines a year, and we've been doing it 30 years. So add it up. Literally never had a wine like this before, entirely distinctive. And with air, what you'll see is this wine fills out, but it also maintains delineation and verticality. So this wine gets bigger, but it doesn't lose this razor sharp focus, this brilliant focus. Pepe aged this in two 500-liter older Allier barrels. So there's 2 barrels made, 1,300 bottles. And we bought a nice chunk of that production once we had tasted this remarkable wine. So we're looking at 97 points from Wine Advocate. It was one of Luis Gutierrez's great discoveries of last year. Big score, wonderful praise, well earned in that new, what we call fresher style of Mediterranean wine. We're getting away from the jammier characters, which again, I love the jammy ones too. I love really beautiful, intense, sunny style, Monastrell and Garnacha wines from Jumilla. I'm totally down with it all day long. But this is something else entirely different. And it's something that needs to be produced, needs to be tasted. You need to buy this wine, purchase it, and see what's going on there, because there is a little bit of a revolution taking place in this Mediterranean part of Spain, along with Pepe, along with the Casa Castillo folks, and some of these guys that they know they're going to get the sun, they know they're going to get the concentration, they know they're going to get the power. The big question now for these guys moving forward is, what else can we get? And I think that's what's happening right now, and it's a really exciting moment in time for Spanish wines down there. And by the way, these wines are not natty. They're not natural, they're not funky, they're not stinky. They are beautiful, pure, transparent, fresh examples of these grape varieties from these old vines in this neck of the woods. And truly groundbreaking stuff. So on the good side for you, I think Luis posted like $160 retail price or something for this wine, which when you're making 2 barrels of something that got 97 points from 75-year-old vines from something that's never even heard of before, yeah, you could probably get that. But we're not rolling that way today. So the wine is $70, right? So less than half the posted retail price based on our working with it directly and just bringing a really kick-ass price to you. The main thing is we want to make this wine accessible to you so you guys can try this, because literally you've never had anything else like it. I think Burgundy fans will dig it. I think Bierzo and Green Spain fans will dig it. I think fans of Southeastern Spain will dig it. I think Pinot Noir drinkers will dig it. Chateauneuf drinkers might dig it. I don't know, they might want a little more pudding in there. But anyway, one of the coolest wines we've tasted in the past year. Big kudos to Pepe Mendoza's Fierroca, Iron and Rocks, Old Vines. Get some.